Welcome, 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 guys. We are on the air signs, Gemini, Libras, and Aquarius. I was started the video, but I had to restart it. So I left the message here to continue what I was doing. I had to stop the video, start my computer over. It was some glitches here for some reason. But anywho, welcome to the channel, Air Signs, Gemini, Libras, and Aquarius. This is your message for June the 21st, 2021. Thank you guys for subscribing to the channel here at Spiritual Intuitive Insights from Darkness to Light. Thank you guys for your likes, shares, just being here, being able to click on Spiritual Intuitive Insights and know there's something here for you. Okay, guys, so let's continue with the message. We had two major arcana cards. The Hermit here in the reverse. We also had the Ten of Cups about family, harmony, fulfillment, peace, and love. You have the major arcana card number 6, the Lovers. You could be dealing with a Virgo or a Gemini. Just keep that in mind. The Lovers card in the reverse is about inappropriate relationships. It's about being immature in the decisions you're making pertaining to relationships for some of you guys. When we got the clarifier for the Hermit, it was the Six of Swords. When we get the Six of Swords, it's about that transition, that change, recovering somewhere in your life. Perhaps you need to change that energy of the Hermit in the reverse up into an upright position, upright positive energy, about knowing oneself, okay, being in that solitude of self. Uh, with the Hermit card. Understanding humanity and wisdom. There could be a judgment here for some of you guys as well. It's the message here from the spiritual realm pertaining to the Ten of Cups. Having inappropriate relationships that is causing that social withdrawal for some of you guys with the Hermit here. The Lovers, there's a lack of love for some of the air signs here. Like I said, if the message resonates, then you know the message is for you. Move on if it's not resonating. But I have already pulled out the clarifier for the Hermit, which is the Six of Swords. Like I said, you could be going through a transition. There could be a recovery here for some of you guys. Moving on. The rite of passage. Get in that boat and move forward. There could be travel involved here for some of you guys. We have two eights here. The eights relates to progress and being persistent in your movement, in your choices, and moving on. The overall energy of the eights. The Eight of Swords is about self-entrapment. Okay. Perceived imprisonment. Some of you guys could be in jail as well, physical jail. If not, it's about your thoughts, your mental intellect, self entrapment. Uh, there's a blindfold here. You're all tied up in your mindset, your mental thought, because you have an inappropriate relationships here. Immaturity for some of you guys. Either it's the air signs, Gemini, Libras, or Aquarius, or it's the people you're dealing with. Perhaps you need to be aware of. We have a Gemini here related to the Lovers. The Virgo is related to the Hermit card. Just be aware of that. If it resonates, then you know the message is for you. If it's not resonating, guys, the message isn't for you. Just move on. Find out from other messages to get in tune with your energies. Okay, guys? The Eight of Cups, moving on. Parting ways, perhaps, from these inappropriate relationships. As long as you're in this six of the number six major arcana card, it could be a lesson some of you guys need to learn far as spirit is concerned. You're out there searching obsessively with the lovers in the reverse for a non-existent soulmate. You need to be aware of that, okay, guys? Searching for that Ten of Cups, that happiness, that fulfillment of family, with the Ten of Cups here, peace and love. But there's inappropriate relationships, uh, immaturity, a lack of love, uh, and being infatuated with this energy, uh, lust instead of love. Okay, guys, that's probably why you're not finding that soulmate. You can't find a soulmate being infatuated or lusting after someone rather than love, having inappropriate relationships, immaturity as well, making those bad choices. Okay, some of you are undecided about it. There's indecision here, temptations as well. Perhaps a weakness for some of you guys with this lovers card in the reverse. A weakness toward inappropriate relationships that doesn't represent the Ten of Cups, having that love, that family, that harmony, that fulfillment, peace and love. It's not there for some of you guys. Perhaps you need to learn a lesson here. It's the message from Spirit. The Hermit and the Lover's card are major arcanas. Like I said, it could be lessons that you need to be aware of, lessons about love, lessons about inappropriate relationships, lust, rather than love. You can't gain love if you're out there lusting after people or whatever the case may be pertaining to love and happiness, joy and peace for some of the air signs here. Eights relating to progress and persistence. The Eight of Cups is moving on, moving forward. There could be some traveling involved with the Eight of Cups, parting ways. Perhaps for some of you guys, there is an emotional choice here with the of Swords. Being in that mindset of self entrapment. You're trapping your own self with your thoughts, your mental intellect. For some of the air signs, perhaps it's someone you are dealing with. Also, take that in consideration. Could be the message here for some of the air signs. Let's continue to clarify the energies. Like I said, I had to start my video over for the air signs. So let's see. Clarify the Ten of Cups. Clarify the Ten of Cups, Spirit Guides and Angels. Thank you so much. Ten of Cups for the air signs. We have the Death card, another major arcana card. So there's death. When we get the death card, it's the number 13 in the major arcana deck. You have three major arcanas here. Perhaps it's a lesson for you guys to be aware of. The death card relates to Scorpio. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. If not, the overall energy of the death card is about, excuse me, endings. Perhaps you want to end all this inappropriate relationships, being obsessed, looking for love, uh, uh, but it's lust, lusting instead of love, okay? With the six with the lovers major arcana card number 6. Uh, uh, Immaturity here for some of you guys. The clarifier for the Ten of Cups was death. There needs to be ending, perhaps, to these negative energies, low vibrational energies for you to have that family, that harmony, that fulfillment, that peace and love in your life that you're obsessively uh, uh, looking for. Infatuation here for some of you guys. Perhaps you are stalking others or someone is stalking you. Just keep that in mind. Making bad choices in love here with the Ten of Cups. Like I said, the death card is about endings for those new beginnings. Air signs, transformation, transition, just like the Eight of Swords. No, the Eight of Cups. Which one is it? Hold on, I'm gonna get the message out. Anywho, endings for new beginnings, transformation, transition. Hopefully, it's not a physical death. My condolences, but there perhaps is a death to all this infatuation, all this lust, rather than love for some of the air signs. Bad choices, inappropriate relationships. Moving on. Uh, with the Six of Swords. That's where the message I was looking for. Transition with the Death card. There needs to be a transition, transformation, ending for new beginnings if you are searching for happiness, love. With the Ten of Cups, a happy family with harmony and fulfillment, peace and love. But we're going to have to change these behaviors. Air signs, let's continue to clarify the lovers and the Eight of Cups and the Eight of Swords here. For the lovers, two cards fell out, right? Behind each other, another major arcana card, the Fool, in the reverse. When we get the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, guys, the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse is about rejecting perhaps a family. The clarifier here for the Lovers card. The Ten of Pentacles, rejecting family. There could be some disputes over inheritance here for some of the air signs. It could be property as well with the family disputes. Perhaps that's why with the of Cups here, there's an ending perhaps with a family, harmony, fulfillment, love, and peace. There needs to be a transformation here, a transition, perhaps a death in the energy of the Ten of Cups. It could be a death, ending, a transformation, ending for new beginnings with a family. When we get to Ten of Pentacles with the Lovers card, inappropriate relationships. Okay, guys, with the number 6 major arcana card, immaturity, lack of love, possessiveness, infatuation, stalking, perhaps someone, or someone could be stalking you as well. And then you had another major arcana card, the Fool card here in the reverse. The Fool card is about being foolish, foolishness, making stupid choices. Okay, guys, disregarding good advice from others as well, getting in with a bad crowd, for some of the air signs here. And that was the two clarifiers for the lovers, okay? Inappropriate relationships uh, with the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, rejecting family. There could be disputes over inheritance or property. Family quarrels are here with some of you guys. Feeling like an outsider. Perhaps some of the air signs, Gemini, Libras, and Aquarius, males or females. Remember, it's an overall message. If it resonates, then Spirit is trying to directly connect with you to get you to know your energies, year in. There needs to be an end for new beginnings, a transformation to take place here. The rite of passage with the Six of Swords to move on, to have that transition, that recovery. There could be travel involved here with the Six of Swords. There's a death and ending for new beginnings, perhaps with a family that is very happy. Uh, 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 Harmony, fulfillment, peace, and love. There's a transition here, transformation with the death card. Uh, Number um, 13 in the major arcana. Transformation, transition. Could be a mental or physical death here. If, like I said, if it's a physical death, you guys have lost someone in your family. My condolences. Sending peace, love, light, and healing vibrations. If not, the overall energy is about endings and new beginnings with the death card. Transformations, transitions. Perhaps that needs to take place in you guys' lives. There's been some inappropriate relationships, some stalking with the lover's card in the reverse. Family disputes and quarrels, perhaps over inheritance or property as well. Uh, Being foolish. In the energy of foolishness, making a stupid choice, disregarding good advice. Perhaps some of you air signs have experienced in your life. Okay, guys? Moving on, parting ways with the Eight of Cups as emotional choice here as well for the air signs, Gemini, Libras, and Aquarius. Getting out that some of you guys are in the mindset of, of self entrapment mentally. Could be in jail, perhaps for some of you guys. Physical jail. If not, it's your mind entrapping your own self. Uh, Perceived imprisonment for some of you guys. Perhaps there's some isolation here as well. So let's clarify these last two cards for the air signs, the Eight of Cups. What is this? Moving on, parting ways, making that emotional choice with the Eight of Cups, Spirit Guides and Angels. Clarify the Eight of Cups. About the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is about emotional security, about comfort and satisfaction and happiness. There could be someone pregnant here. We have a lady pregnant in this deck. Perhaps some of you guys are dealing with a pregnancy and need to move on and parting ways with the Eight of Cups. Uh, Leaving home, making that emotional choice. Air signs, Gemini, Libras, and Aquarius. Let's clarify the Eight of Swords, the Nine of Swords, in the reverse. When we get the Nine of Swords is about anxiety and depression. It could be nightmares. Some of you guys could be experiencing as well. With the Nine of Swords, you have the Eight, mental mindset, entrapment, self-entrapment, perceived imprisonment, or some of you guys could be in prison. If not, let's just move on with the message with the Nine of Swords. When we get the Nine of Swords in the reverse, in that recovery here for some of you guys, the recovery and open, being open to new ideas, being open and ready to explore the possibilities, perhaps of love, of happiness, family, harmony, fulfillment, and peace. When we have the Eight of Swords, the Nine of Swords, uh, really uh, uh, could be also really bad anxiety for some of you guys, like 10 to the 10th power when we get the Nine of Swords in the reverse. Anxiety, depression, having really bad nightmares, perhaps about a pregnancy. We have two nines. They relate to self-awareness, completion, and having morals and integrity. When we deal with the nines, you have a Nine of Cups and a Nine of Swords. You have an Eight of Cups and an Eight of Swords. Okay, guys, perhaps you're dealing with a pregnancy for some of the female air signs. Gemini, Libras, and Aquarius could also be the case here for some of you guys. But the overall message was here for the air signs. Let's just scoot that over just a little bit. It was the Hermit in the reverse. I'm going to go over this message for you guys. Hopefully it resonates. We have the Hermit in the reverse. The Hermit, like I said, is the number 9. The Hermit is about knowing oneself. Okay, with the Hermit. Solitude, understanding humanity and wisdom. There could be a judgment here for some of you guys to move on with the Six of Swords. Making that transition, having that rite of passage to get in. We have a little boat here to get in that boat, to move on, or allow other energies and vibrations in your life to move on away from you with the six of Swords. There could be travel involved. We have the Ten of Cups here. Happiness, family, harmony, fulfillment, peace, and love. But there's a major arcana card that came out. There's an ending here, perhaps new beginnings for some of you guys. There's a transformation here pertaining to family for some of you guys. The Ten of Cups. Transformation pertaining perhaps to a family. You have the number 6 major arcana card. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana cards. Perhaps there's a lesson here. Spirit wants you to be aware of air signs. Lessons needs to be learned here pertaining to your actions. The lovers in the reverse is inappropriate relationships. Moving away from perhaps inappropriate relationships. In that mental mindset of being trapped, that self-entrapment, perceived imprisonment, isolation for some of you guys. Perhaps there's problems because of inappropriate relationships pertaining to your pinnacles, pertaining to to the material wealth, money, health, work. With the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, uh, rejecting perhaps a family here for some of the air signs. Uh, there could be disputes and arguments here, family quarrels. Some of you perhaps are feeling like an outsider when it comes to your family. There could be some elderly relatives here as well, needing care with some of the air signs. Equity and savings could be devalued or lost, even for some of the air signs. It could be gambling losses as well. There's material insecurity, is the overall message for the 10 Pentacles, because perhaps you all have been in that foolishness. There's been some foolishness here, air signs, making those stupid choices, disregarding good advice, and dealing and getting involved with bad crowds of people or energy. So you need to be aware of these energies, air signs. It could be a Gemini with the Lover's card. It could be a Virgo with the Hermit energies in your life. Okay, with the Death card. The Death card is related to Scorpio. Could be in some of you guys' lives. Some of you female air signs could be pregnant. If not, the Nine of Cups is about emotional security, comfort, satisfaction, and happiness in the overall energy. But that was the clarifier for the Eight of Cups. Perhaps some of you guys are leaving, perhaps someone pregnant. Moving on with the Eight of Cups here. Parting ways, making an emotional choice. You have the rite of passage to move forward, to uh, make that transition, uh, the recovery, moving on, could involve travel as well for some of the air signs, Gemini, Libras, and Aquarius. That Eight of Swords, that self-entrapment, the Nine of Swords, recovering. Okay, uh, there's a rebirth, uh, recovering from the depression and the anxiety of the Six of Swords, the Nine of Swords. When we get the Nine of Swords, anxiety, depression, nightmares, endless negative thoughts. That's why we have the Eight of Swords here. Self-entrapment with those negative thoughts, endless negative thoughts, more anxiety and depression, perhaps about an ending of a family for some of you guys. That's all the information I have for you guys. Okay, the lovers, inappropriate relationships, family disputes and quarrels, because someone has made a foolish mistake, a bad choice, making stupid choices, disregarding good advice, dealing with and getting involved with a bad crowd of people. Perhaps that caused a death to your family, a loss, ending for new beginnings for some of you guys with the death card here. Could be dealing with a Scorpio. You will know if the message resonates. Okay, air signs, Gemini, Libras, and Aquarius, in that mindset of entrapment, uh, anxiety, um, depression, nightmares here, more and more. Uh, with the Nine of Swords, it could be uh, uh, a more heightened energy or vibration of being in that self-entrapment, uh, uh, perceived imprisonment and isolation. If not, it's about recovery from the depression. When I have the Nine of Swords come out in the reverse, open to new ideas and ready to explore those possibilities pertaining to family love, happiness, peace, and joy for some of the air signs. Okay, guys? That's pretty much what I have for you guys. Let's get you some healing crystal energy out here and a few more messages of what spirit needs you to know and to be aware of. Air signs, Gemini, Libras, and Aquarius. Let's get us a healing crystal for the air signs, spirit guides, and angels. Help them through this transformation, this transition, to help them dealing with the disputes and quarrels, perhaps with family. Someone's made a foolish choice. A bad decision has been made here. Dealing with a bad crowd of people. Air signs, Gemini, Libras, and Aquarius. Let's get you guys a healing crystal. Make sure you get out there and get the tools from the elements of the earth. Crystals, stones. They do help balance you out if you're unaware of that. Great tools to look into and get yourselves involved with the crystals for healing. You have HOWLITE for the air signs, Gemini, Libras, and Aquarius. HOWLITE is for that awareness. Perhaps that's that transformation you guys are going through. It's for calming. Okay, guys, it's for spiritual awareness. Dealing with your third eye chakra. When we get that third eye chakra, it's about your intuition. It's about your sense of purpose and direction in life for some of the air signs, Gemini, Libras, and Aquarius. I have a little HOWLITE here for you guys. Kind of looks like that. This is the raw HOWLITE. This is it buffed out the roughness, but that's a crystal of HOWLITE for awareness, for calming, for spiritual, to get with that third eye chakra. Okay, guys, the third eye chakra is I speak. Okay, guys, the third eye chakra is A. I said that wrong. The third eye chakra is I see. It's the message dealing with that third eye chakra. Okay, guys, we're going to leave that HOWLITE there for you guys. Let's see what we have from the Oracle of the Unicorn. Messages from your spirit guides and angels. Some of you having a problem with your family, with love and happiness, peace and joy. There's a death here for some of you guys. Endings for new beginnings, transformations, transitions. It could be a spiritual or a physical death as well. Like I said, my condolences. Sending you peace, love, and light and healing. There could be some of you here expecting a child as well. Moving on from perhaps a pregnancy. We have action. It's a message for some of you guys from the Oracle of the Unicorn. Okay, spiritual. A message is action. Go over here and see the message for you guys. Action. Now is the perfect time to act. It's the message here. Take inspired actions toward your dreams. Move forward with confidence. Isn't that beautiful? Action time. Okay, guys, let's see what else we have for the air signs, Gemini, Libras, and Aquarius. Moonology deck messages for the air signs, dear guys and angels. What is the message for the air signs? Gemini, Libras, and Aquarius. It's a beautiful and blessed day. The Moonology Day. Action. Okay, guys? Now is the perfect time to act. Take inspired action toward your dreams. Move forward with confidence. Perhaps pertaining to this endings for new beginnings. Getting out of these inappropriate relationships that is causing financial disputes and arguments pertaining to family. With the Fool card in the reverse, being foolishness. There's been some foolishness here. There's some of you making that bad choice in love, perhaps disregarding good advice here in this energy. For the air signs, Gemini, Libras, and Aquarius. Let's get a moonology message, spirit guides and angels. Time to take action, guys. Now is the perfect time to act, okay? Your hard work is paying off, is the message. Your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. That's the message there for the air signs. Gemini, Libras, and Aquarius. Let's get one more message from the good tarot deck. Air signs, Gemini, Libras, and Aquarius. Let's see what the good tarot message is for you guys. Alright. It's such a beautiful day yesterday with my family. Out at the pool, barbecuing, watching the granny swim and play. It was absolutely a beautiful day. Some message for the air signs, spirit guides, and angels. Thank you so much. The Hangman, another major arcana, guys. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's about lessons, decisions making pertaining to family, love, mistakes in love, perhaps, foolish choices, bad choices. Could be about a pregnancy as well. Let's go check out this message, number 12, Major Arcana, uh, the Hangman, on hold. Perhaps some of you guys are stuck. Nothing's happening. Uh, uh, Letting go of an outcome is here for some of the air signs with the good tarot message. Let's go over here and check that out. Number 10. Number 12. The Hangman is number 12. Surrender. Sacrifice and surrender are necessary at this time. At times like this. Sacrifice and surrender are necessary at times like this. Nothing in life is free, nor does everything happen according to your timetable. When this card appears, you're reminded that a delay is in your best interest, that until all the elements are in place, you're meant to surrender to the greater will for the highest good of all. Time for you to let go of your attachment to how you thought things had to be. You are called to surrender and wait to see how things go or how things play out with the Hangman energy, major arcana. 5 major arcana cards here. It could letting you know there's lessons that needs to be learned pertaining to happiness, love, pertaining to inappropriate relationships. Could be about pregnancy here for some of you guys. Moving on, entrapment, self-entrapment, anxiety, depression, getting over that, recovery of, 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 of anxiety, and depression and nightmares with the Nine of Swords, uh, the rebirth. Okay, some of you are perhaps stuck, uh, not moving on. Something is happening, nothing is happening. Uh, Letting go of that outcome. The hangman is about surrender with the good tarot. I'll read that again. Sacrifice and surrender are necessary at this time for some of the air signs. Nothing in life is free, nor does everything happen according to your timetable. When this card appears, you are reminded that a delay is in the best interest, okay, that until all the elements are in place, you're meant to surrender to the greater will for the highest good of all. It's time for you to let go of your attachments to how you thought things had to be. You are called to surrender and wait to see how things go or how things play out. That's the messages I have for you guys. Yeah, 5 major arcana cards here. Lessons need to be learned. There's a recovery here from depression. For some of you guys, you could be open to new ideas and ready to explore those possibilities. Air signs, Gemini, Libras, and Aquarius. And that's what I have for you guys today. Have a beautiful and blessed day. Air signs, hopefully the message resonated with some of you guys. It's my job and my desire to reach those Spirit is trying to connect to here on our channel, Spiritual Intuitive Insights from Darkness to Light. So that's what I have for the air signs today. God bless you guys, sending you all peace, love, and light and healing vibrations. Remember to get that HOWLITE crystal in your energy field for your awareness, for calming, for spiritual, and for that third eye chakra. The third eye chakra is about intuition. It's about that sense of purpose and direction in life. For some of you guys, your hard work is paying off. Is the other message from the Moonology deck. And it's time to take action, guys. Now is the perfect time, Spirit says, to take action. Take inspired action toward your dreams. Okay, guys, move forward with confidence. Is the overall messages for air signs, Gemini, Libras, and Aquarius. So that's it, guys. Thank you for your likes and shares. Leave your comments. Click like. Click that like button and share the video. And remember, it could resonate with you or someone else in your life. So also be aware of that. Check your sun, moon, and rising. If the messages are resonating, guys, it's not for you. You'll know if the message resonate because you'll know where you are in your energy field and the people you're dealing with in your life. Like I said, it could be a Gemini, a Scorpio, a Virgo. Okay, guys, for the air signs, Gemini, Libras, and Aquarius. Thank you guys for tuning in. Have a beautiful and blessed day.